Most people think of the Odyssey as a high-seas adventure packed with cyclopes, sirens, and shipwrecks. But the epic doesn't actually begin on a boat. It starts in a ruined, landlocked house. We open on the island of Ithaca, an estate that has been bleeding out for nearly 2 decades, while its king, Odysseus, is missing in action following the Trojan War. The house has been overrun by dozens of local lords. They slaughter the family's cattle day after day, drain the wine cellars, and refuse to leave until Odysseus's wife, Penelope, agrees to marry one of them. Homer writes this severe power vacuum into the first act to establish the stakes. The hero's homeland is on the verge of collapsing from within, meaning his estate is in critical danger before he even sets foot on a ship to return. In the middle of this chaos sits Telemachus, the heir to the throne. He is physically present, but entirely passive. He sits among his enemies, sore at heart, doing nothing but daydreaming that his legendary father will suddenly appear, scatter the intruders, and reclaim his honor. He has completely given up. He tells a guest that his father has perished by an evil doom, leaving him nothing but anguish and a house being eaten alive. Telemachus is suffering from arrested development. Trapped in the suffocating shadow of a mythical father, he is paralyzed. Unless an outside force intervenes, the house will fall. That intervention begins on Mount Olympus, where Zeus is delivering a philosophical complaint about why humans suffer. Zeus argues mortals blame gods, but their own recklessness earns grief, like Aegisthus, who ignored Hermes' warning, stole a wife, and was killed by Orestes. Athena uses this double determination logic. Humans must act first, so Telemachus must take a stand to earn divine help. This council scene establishes the absolute physics of the Odyssey's universe. The gods will not simply float down and fix Ithaca's problems. The mortals involved have to take decisive, dangerous action to earn divine assistance. Athena descends to Ithaca, but she doesn't arrive in armor. She disguises herself as a mortal stranger named Mentes. She could easily use her power to smite the suitors where they sit, but her goal here is to mentor the boy, not solve his problems for him. She begins a calculated psychological intervention. First, she validates his identity, telling Telemachus that his physical likeness to his legendary father is uncanny. The same head, the same fine eyes. She gives him a concrete plan: call an assembly of the Greeks, outfit a ship with 20 oars, and question kings about his father. She leaves him with one final push. She reminds him of the fame Orestes won for avenging his father, and tells Telemachus plainly that it is no longer for him to hold to childish things. Athena's visit operates as a masterclass in psychological manipulation. She forces a young man out of his paralysis and demands he step into adulthood. The immediate aftermath of Athena's departure is electrifying. Telemachus is suddenly filled with a new strength and courage, realizing he was just visited by a god. His passivity evaporates. When his mother, Penelope, comes downstairs to complain about a song being played, Telemachus performs his first bold act of authority. He gently but firmly tells her to return to her room, stating clearly that the power in the house is his. Then he turns his attention to the suitors. He publicly attacks them to their faces, calls them insolent, and threatens that if they don't leave, he will pray to the gods for their total, uncompensated destruction. By drawing this line in the sand and verbally asserting his dominance, Telemachus steps into the power vacuum. In a single evening, he transforms from a victim into an active threat. He retires to his high-roofed bedroom, escorted by his loyal childhood nurse, Euryclea, carrying blazing torches. Wrapped in sheep's fleece, he does not go to sleep. He lies awake all night, actively plotting the dangerous road Athena has laid out for him. Homer starts the Odyssey with the son rather than the father, because the story relies on securing a kingdom's future. The boy is dead, the prince is awake, and now the epic can begin.